And we have to prevent any untoward incident occurring anywhere across the country. And that is why what we issued was an advice. And the advice was followed. And everybody is going about their normal business in Lagos as we speak. So, but the bottom line is...
The organizers, just a moment, the organizers of the protest say that it's still going on as shadowed. That yes, Two-Face DBA has pulled out of this, but yes, they are going on with the protest as shadowed.
I was just learning it from Channel Television when I featured on the program yesterday when somebody called in from Lagos that they are going as usual. It is improper because we are not saying it is mandatory that you must take permit, but you have to inform us. Because
you have been informed.
No. You don't just inform us.
Was the police not duly informed? Just a moment. Was the police not duly informed about this protest that Two-Face was going to participate in?
Let me tell you, there's a difference between an information being in public place and being duly informed. This other group that want to go ahead, because people who are equally watching, the Nigerians are watching. I want to know what is the motive behind it, because the arrowhead, the person that is calling the people to come out to join him on that whatsoever platform to protest, said because of security, because of the intelligence reviewed by the police that hoodlums hijack it, and because of the opposing group that are equally going to come out that day.
So what other information?
Then when you are informing the police, it is expected that when you are informing us about a protest, we should be duly informed. It's not something we should, so that we know where you're going to follow. We know the route you are going to take. We know where the protest is restricted to.
I'm a little confused. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep interrupting your speech, but I'm a little confused. You were informed of a protest. The police IG issued a statement that we don't think you should hold this protest because we have information that your protest could be hijacked. Two-Face DBA pulls out, but the initial group, which were the organizers of the protest, say we're going ahead with this protest anyway. You say again that you should be duly informed. Yes, you were duly informed before.
Initially, let me give you what is very clear so that you don't get confused. It's not confusing at all. Initially, the venue where Two-Face DBA want to do his protest and other location. But for now, we don't know where this group is coming out from because they have not come to us.
They've issued it.
Yeah, they've not come to us.
Are you saying that the police doesn't have an intelligence? Just a moment. Are you saying the police doesn't have an intelligence arm that knows, that sees this information? Because the information is everywhere. In Abuja here, they say they're starting from Unity Fountain. In Lagos, they already have designated designations.
That's the information they release to the public. Because
and the police is not in the public?
No, we are in the public. But what I'm trying to tell you, what I want Nigerians who are listening to us to know is that there's a need for them before now. And that is why it is reasonable 48 hours before the time for them to sit with us and, okay, let's know what to do about the route you are going to take or the venue of the protest. They have not duly informed us on that. So we are working, we have intelligence quite well, working for us, know what is going to happen and know how to put a strategy in place to be able to prevent any untoward incident. But as I speak with you, the Commissioner of Police in Abuja and Lagos have the discretion to assess the situation and act appropriately to guarantee the safety of other Nigerians, other millions of Nigerians that are not part of this protest.
I'm a little, again, I am lost. Are you saying that the police, you say that, there's a threat of hijack, so perhaps you want to protect those people, unless, of course, you're insinuating that the people who are going to be on that protest, could become violent. Is that what you're suggesting?
I'm not insinuating anything. We work on what is pragmatic, what is fact. We don't work on if, we work on real situation on the ground. But what we are saying is that this protest, the main protest group, said they are not protesting again. But other groups were coming up maybe 6 or 8 hours before this morning now and saying they want to protest. The Nigerian police force across the country, the instruction of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Brian K. that the Commissioner of Police and Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of must be on the ground to ensure that there's safety of life and property for every Nigerian, whether people are protesting or not protesting. Then having said that, even as an average Nigerian, since it's within the law, you can be hard. But the point is that what is the manner of the protest? Because even the law they are referring to, the Constitution, does not say you should block the entire highway. If they go about expressing their view in a peaceful manner, it doesn't cause injury to anybody. We don't have any problem with that.
You already said that, you are happy, a lot of Nigerians were happy that Two-Face shelved the protest. The truth is, you did not want the protest.
No. The position of the force is not that we don't want any protest. It's not that we are banning any protest. The point is anything that will endanger life or cause disturbance of public peace, it's not good for anybody. It's not good for the police for itself. But if anybody now go out to protest and it leads to mayhem, then the full weight of the law will be applied on such a person or group. But what we are saying is that protest does not necessarily mean disturbing the peace of the public. You can decide, if you're a musician or if you're an artist, you can decide not to sing or act for 5 years, and people ask you, and you say, no, I'm protesting. You can decide to stay indoor and say you are protesting. You can even decide to refuse to take your 3 square meal and say, for this morning, I'm not taking my breakfast. You are protesting, and you'll be hard. Not until when you cause a scenario where people will panic, where there'll be traffic gridlock, where
he
people
has already stepped down. The rest of the people say...
I'm talking more particularly...
we're going out now.
I'm talking particularly about this new group that just emerged. Overnight. You don't just come overnight and say, that means you don't put anything into plan. You don't put the safety of the people into consideration.
Mr. Mashood, we will come back and we'll discuss a bit more on, what the police means by sitting down with us to discuss the routes you want to take. That will be in just a moment. Do stay with us. Well, Mr. Jimoh Mashood is still with us. He's the Force Public Relations Officer. So quickly now, this protest, one voice says this protest is still going on as planned. What is the Nigerian police going to do about it?
Thank you so much. First of all, we want to assure people in Lagos State, the good people of Lagos State, that Nigerian police is going to guarantee their security. And we want to equally advise the protesters that they should go in line with the law, because advisory was issued initially. It's an advice, you can take it, you can leave it. But if you leave it, the consequences of your action, you should be ready to explain to court or explain to, because the full will of the law...
I'm sorry, I don't get that. You say you are telling the good people of Lagos State that you're going to protect them and that everything is going to be fine.
Yes.
That includes the protesters.
Everybody, every Nigerian should be under the protection of the Nigerian police force, and we are doing our best to protect everybody. But what we are trying to tell the Lagosians is to go about their normal life. There should be any fear or apprehension. The protesters cannot stop activities of the people. But we want to equally advise the protester that it is against the law to block public highway, to block people access to government facilities.
What about the protest that's going to happen here in Abuja, starting from Unity Fountain?
The same thing. Like I said earlier, on the Commissioner of Police in Lagos and Commissioner of Police in Abuja, under this discretion to assess the situation and take appropriate action. But we want to assure all Nigerians that Nigerian police will guarantee their security, will continue to prevent any possibility of breakdown of law and order. But essentially, it is important for people to know, especially parents and grandparents, to warn their children at ward not to be allowed to be used to cause disturbance of public peace.
Mr. Jimoh Mashood, thank you so much for coming on Sunrise Daily. He is the Force Public Relations Officer. Sunrise Daily will continue in just a moment. Just stay with us.